Class it's about introduction to Indian geography. So we'll be giving a brief introduction to Indian geography and important aspects of Indian geography. In future classes, we'll be going in depth about physiographic zones, rivers, as well as soil, vegetation, flora and fauna, etc. So in today's class, it will be just an introduction. Please make sure that you watch my future classes as well. So let's start with our topic, India. Please notice this beautiful map of India, friends. So this is a relief map of India or topographic map of India. Please notice that India is surrounded by water on three sides. Please notice this: Arabian Sea in the west, Indian Ocean in the south, Bay of Bengal in the east. So can I say, friends, India is a peninsula in South Asia? Yes, India is a peninsula in South Asia. So if you can notice, on the north we have land. There is Tibetan Plateau and the Himalayas, mighty Himalayas in the north. Correct? We have water on the three sides. So India is a peninsula in South Asia. Peninsula means a land surrounded by water on three sides and land on the other side. So please notice the mighty Himalayas and the Tibetan Plateau. After that, you can see the northern plain, the desert basin, the peninsular plateau, the coastal plains, and the islands, Lakshadweep, Andaman, Nicobar, and all. So please notice, if you carefully observe, from north to south, there is a lot of variation of the Earth's surface. This variation of the Earth's surface is called as relief. The ups and downs is called as relief. And the study of relief is topography. Please remember, study of relief is topography. So can I say this is a topographic map of India? Yes. So we'll be understanding about all this. Okay. Before that, let's understand the location of India. So this is a very important map, friends. So we'll be discussing this again in our next topic. But now let's understand the location. Please notice, earlier India was part of a giant landmass called Pangaea. Pangaea was a supercontinent. Pan means all, Gaea means earth, all earth together. This Pangaea was surrounded by a water body called Panthalassa. You can see the blue part here is Panthalassa here. Okay, so India was part of the southern Pangaea, which we today call it as Gondwana land. Please notice this, Gondwana. India, along with other continents here, South America, Africa, Arabian Peninsula, Madagascar, Antarctica, Australia are part of Gondwana land, whereas northern part was Laurasia or Angara land. Laurasia or Angara land, North America, Greenland, Europe, European countries, and as well as Asian part were all Laurasia. Here, these Laurasia and Gondwana land was separated by a sea called Tethys Sea. Tethys Sea was a giant geosyncline. What is geo? Earth. Syncline means what? Depression. So I'll show you how it looks. Please remember, friends, it's a very important topic. We'll do it slowly. So it is Laurasia on one side. This is geosyncline and the Gondwana on the other side. I'll write L for Laurasia, G for Gondwana land. Please notice this, friends. So what happens when there is a depression here? This is a geo, earth. Sync means depression. So I'll write it here, geosyncline. Geosync. Geosyncline. Okay. So this is the depression here. What about these two? These are opposite of geosyncline is anticline. Anticline or anti-geosyncline. Okay. So these are anticline here because they are higher in elevation. So notice that the rivers, when the rivers flow, what happens? They bring sediments, correct? They bring water and all. All the water and sediments will come and collect here, filling up this basin. All the water will come and collect in the depression here. So this kind of geosynclines will be full of water as well as they'll be containing a lot of sediments. So I'll show you the sediments now. See, all the sediments will be here. So the river sediments are heavy, so they'll come and collect at the bottom here. So geosynclines will be characterized by sedimentation. Because of the sedimentation, they'll be having a lot of subsidence. So all these sediments accumulated in the Tethys Sea. So this is very important. You will understand why. So please notice India was here. Slowly, India separated from all this continent and started drifting in northeast direction and collided with Eurasian landmass. Due to this collision with Eurasian landmass, all the Tethys Sea sediments were compressed, squeezed, and uplifted to form the Himalayas. Please notice this, friends. We can notice here 250 million years ago, India was part of Gondwana land, Pangaea. You can see all the continents are slowly spreading out. You can notice North America here, North America, South America, slowly separating from all the continents. Atlantic Ocean is forming now. You can see India is slowly separating from all these continents like Australia, Antarctica, Madagascar, Africa. Notice India is moving in northeast direction here. See, India is moving in northeast direction. It collided with Eurasia. So what happened to the Tethys Sea? All the Tethys Sea sediments were squeezed, compressed, and they were lifted up to form Himalayas. Let's watch it again. Please notice this. Slowly, all the continents are drifting apart. This is called as continental drift. Okay, this theory was first given by Alfred Lothar Wegener. He's a German climatologist. Please notice India is getting separated from all this. Around 50 million years ago, it crossed the equator. Okay, around 42 million years ago, it collided with the Asian landmass. So as a result, all the Tethys Sea sediments were squeezed, compressed, and lifted up to form Himalayas. So please notice this, friends. Very important map. I'm just showing you how India was in south earlier and how India came to northern hemisphere. Okay. So this opening up of continents through sea flow spreading resulted in the formation of oceans. That's how the Atlantic Ocean was formed here. Indian Ocean was formed here to the south of India. Antarctic Ocean was formed to around Antarctica. Arctic Ocean was formed to the north of Arctic here in the north. And the Panthalassa, that was earlier we had the Panthalassa, it became Pacific Ocean. Okay, so like this, 5 oceans were formed, 7 continents were formed. So please remember, friends, today India is in northern hemisphere. Earlier it was in southern hemisphere. So this change of location you have to understand. If you have to understand Indian climate, past and present climate, we need to understand the location of India. So we have seen this quite a number of times now. So let's go to our next topic. So please see. India is in northern hemisphere. So the location is clear to everyone. Okay. I want you to see the map of India. I have highlighted the India map here in red. And this is a map of the entire world here. You can see Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica here. Okay. So please see Europe and Australia, Oceania. So these are the 7 continents. Oceans, please notice Pacific, Atlantic, Indian Ocean, Southern Ocean, Arctic Ocean. Okay, please see India is here. Carefully notice equator here. Equator is a imaginary circle which separates Earth into 2 parts, which divides Earth into 2 parts: Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere. Please remember, Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere. This is 0 degree, prime meridian. So this is another imaginary line separating Eastern Hemisphere and Western Hemisphere. So can I say India is in Northeast quadrant? Please notice Earth is divided into 4 parts. Each of them are called as quadrant. This is Northeast quadrant. This is Northwest, Southwest, Southeast. So can I say India is in Northeast quadrant? So they will ask this. In which quadrant is India located? Please remember this, friends. Now, please see the area of India. The land area of India is 3.28 million square kilometers. That is 2.4% of the world's land area. So that makes us 7th largest country in the world. So please see, I've written the number here. So which is the largest country? Then Russia is the largest country here, located to the north of Asia, followed by Canada here, North American country, Canada, followed by China here, our neighboring nation, China. Then comes USA, United States of America. 5th is Brazil. 6th is Australia. Then 7th is India, followed by Argentina, Kazakhstan, Algeria. So please remember, friends. So these are the top 10 countries of the world. So India is 7th largest country. Okay. So they will ask you, before partition in 1947, what was the extent of India? So India was very large earlier. Pakistan, the present day Bangladesh, correct, part of Myanmar, were all part of India earlier. So India was 3rd largest country. Before partition, India was 3rd largest country. After Russia, Canada, India was the 3rd. Now it has become 7th after partition. We have lost most of the fertile land to Pakistan and Bangladesh. Please remember, friends, the location should be clear to everyone. So India is a peninsula in South Asia, clear. Second, India is the 7th largest country in the world. So in terms of population, India is the 2nd most populous country after China. So please remember this, friends. It's a very important introduction.